As the year 2000 arrived, it had been nearly 40 years since the UNM baseball program had won a title. With the new century now in view, the team thought, why not in Y2K?
It had been quite a while, and for us to go out and win the Mountain West in its first year. That was the first year of the Mountain West Conference, so the first regular season champ for the Mountain West in the sport of baseball. That was awesome.
It was fun, right? When you go into a season and you spend the entire season just beating everybody, it's a lot of fun.
Especially because that was the inaugural year of the Mountain West baseball team. I mean, it was big for us. We wish we would have gone further, but that's that competitive nature for us. But I think the team is definitely proud of that accomplishment.
Led by accomplished skipper Rich Allday, the team went 22-8 on the way to a season title.
And the thing about it too is that team was really young. Dusty Young was a freshman. Troy Cairns, our second baseman, was a freshman. So we had some youngsters on that team, but it was. They were competitors. They were good players.
Coach Allday was a great man, and obviously he was the leader of our conference championship team, so he did an outstanding job putting that roster together and putting a lineup out there every day that would help us succeed.
The players were good. Guys like Aaron Sisk, who slugged a season record 24 home runs and captured the Conference Player of the Year.
The series that you guys played at New Mexico State, I think you hit 5 home runs in that series and had 12 or 13 RBIs. I don't know how anybody could have a better series than what you had those 3 days.
And that season was special. For Coach Allday, it meant something more than just baseball for himself and for his son Ambrose, who at the age of 16 had died from cancer while he was still a student at El Dorado High School.
He's a second father to me. I've known Coach Allday since I was 10 or 11. Ambrose was a very close friend of mine. They moved here when Ambrose was 10, and he got diagnosed with cancer when he was a freshman.
I never got the chance to really grow up with his son, but his son was our age. I think that Ambrose was definitely present in that season. I mean, we knew that he was around the entire time while we were playing, and especially because some of the guys that were on the team had a close relationship, like the D's, had a really close relationship with him. And again, I didn't know him, but it felt like it was an important part of our season.
That year, UNM planned to replace the old wooden fence at Lobo Field with a new one that would not include any of the signs. The team, led by D. Dennis, pushed to keep the signs, especially one, the one that read, "Practice hard all day, play hard all day, Ambrose all day," a touching tribute to keep the memory alive for the coach and everyone who knew his boy.
It was in left center field, and in fact, I hadn't come back yet, and I came into the next game that we were going to have, and I didn't see it. And all of a sudden, did you see the sign up there? And I go, no, what? And I looked at it, and I cried, when I saw that. So, but it was all the ball players on the 2000 team that did that.
And he was emotionally invested in our season, and it meant a lot to us to really perform for him.
And this team, a family really, easily won the 2000 Mountain West Conference title, the first conference title in Mountain West history. Coach Allday was named Coach of the Year. 5 players from the team went on to play professional baseball. And Aaron Sisk still holds the career home run record with 53. A special coach and his son, and a talented team and friends who created bonds and memories that last a lifetime.
The brotherhood we had with everybody on the team, we were all best friends and we all stuck together. We all held each other accountable, and we all had fun and partied off the field and enjoyed the season. So that was probably my best memory, far and away over anything else.
Some of the things I remember are the home runs, the celebrations, the parties, the Hawaiian music, and more importantly, when these guys all had hair.
Being in Albuquerque for that 2-year period was a great time for me. I made great friends. I met my wife, and played a very high level of baseball, one that I could only dream of.
One of the things that obviously stands out with me is the relationships we made, with the coaching staff and teammates, both on and off the field. And the fact that those relationships develop over these last 20 years is really amazing. I think it's a testament to the type of guys we had on the team and what it takes to win. So what it really meant to me to be a Lobo is, being able to follow my father's footsteps and go to UNM and play baseball like he did.
My teammates, the great memories, the great friends, and more importantly, the fathers that we've become throughout this past 20 years. I would like to say rest in peace to our brother Kenj. We miss him dearly.
I looked up to a lot of the guys on that team, and I really wouldn't have been the player that I was and the person that I was if it weren't for guys like Dee and Scott Candelaria and Aaron Sisk and Jake Little, Chris Cooper. I mean, I could rattle off all the names on that team, but we just had an unbelievable group of guys.
That's really what created our success, was the bond that we had. We had some good baseball players on the team, don't get me wrong. There were some guys that could flat out play, but really we were a family, right? And we played together hard. I can't be thankful enough for just the celebration that we have for each other, and for our opportunity to be celebrated with everybody else.